I'm wearing this shirt because it reminds me of my grandma. It reminds me of visiting her on the farm, and one of the most important parts of the day was getting the mail. It was their lifeline to the world. The House passed the HEROES Act, which included $25 billion dollars for the Postal Service to keep it afloat. Unfortunately, this bill will likely be dead on arrival in the Senate. That's why we need to keep the pressure on our senators and ensure that they include the Postal Service in the next coronavirus bill. We need to remember why the Postal Service is so important to our daily lives. They are the country's second largest employer, employing over 600,000 workers, including 96,000 veterans. The Postal Service processes and delivers over 470 million mail pieces each day. And they deliver paychecks, stimulus checks, prescription drugs. They connect businesses with consumers and teachers with students, and they help keep me and everyone in touch with loved ones who may not be physically with them during these difficult times. And this is important. The Postal Service receives zero tax dollars for operating expenses. Instead, they rely on the sale of postage, products, and services to help fund their operations. You may be thinking that you've heard how the Postal Service isn't profitable. Well, here's a couple reasons for that. Yes, the volume of regular mail that's being sent is declining. There's like letters, there's no doubt about that. But the Postal Service will make a profit by sending packages from retailers like Amazon. However, because of the pressure from the Trump administration, the Postal Service is currently considering price hikes on retailers like Amazon, UPS, and FedEx. This is a bad idea because it may force these retailers to invest in their own distribution networks instead of relying on the Postal Service. This will create higher prices for consumers and potentially mean that some of these addresses, especially in the rural areas, will not be serviceable. Now, another reason you may have heard that the Postal Service isn't profitable, it's because they're required to pre-fund their future retire health benefits for 75 years. This is ridiculous and burdensome. This requirement that no other department or agency is required to fulfill. It's likely that we'll have many fights in this battle to keep the Postal Service. But the most urgent fight right now is to ensure that they receive support during this pandemic. During these uncertain times, it's more important now than ever before that we have an affordable, accessible form of communication for all Americans, no matter where you live, who you are, how much money you earn, or anything else like that. Please, please, please call your senator today at 202-224-3121 and ask them to include the Postal Service in the next coronavirus relief bill. We can't delay the next relief package. The Postal Service, their 600,000 workers, every single American, and for people like my grandma.